Stop waiting for the perfect moment for you to actually change your life. This is something that I kept on doing year after year after year. And I'm 20 years old now. And I know I might not seem old at all, but I wish I started entrepreneurship when I was 14 or 15, 6 or 5 years ago. And every entrepreneur, unless you start at a ridiculously young age, like 13, they have that realization that if they started younger, what could have happened? And that's the basis of the message that I want to put across to you guys today. Don't live life in regret. I lived the past couple years just thinking, oh, what could have happened if I started earlier? But now I don't live life in regret. I see the mistakes I made as lessons to be learned and actually apply it now in life. And yeah, just don't wait for the perfect moment for all the stars to align. And this is what I kept on doing year after year. And it wasn't only up until recently a situation forced me to change. And I wish that situation happened earlier so then I could have a head start. But it doesn't matter. I'm still fairly young. A lot of people are 30 years old and they wish they took their life seriously when they were my age. So I've got to be grateful in some sense. But another message that has completely changed the perspective of how I see life is 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, the time is going to pass anyways. So you may as well spend the next 6 months, year, or 2 years doing something that is actually going to benefit you. Because time isn't going to wait for you. And like the video that I made on Thursday, I talked about time being the most valuable asset that we have. And time is really of the essence, guys. Like, you can't take this for granted. And even if you're 13, 12, 20, heck, 35, it's never too late for you to actually take action. And the moment you start taking action for whatever it is, if it's for you to get a better job or a higher role in the job, to start entrepreneurship, to become an athlete, just take action. And even start if you're unprepared. Because if you're unprepared, you're going to learn lessons, and those lessons are going to be very valuable in the future. And the second part of this video is going to almost be a message to myself 6 months from now. And not what I wish, because I already know I'm going to achieve this in 6 months. But I know in 6 months from now, I'm going to be making, I know it's a very specific number, but I'll tell you the reason after. £83,333 per month. And over a span of 12 months, £83,333 over those span of 12 months will equate to £1 million a year. And I know it sounds very specific, but even referring back to the video where I talked about setting your goals higher, originally my goal was to make 20 grand a month. But if my goal was to make 20 grand per month, then I will only do the steps it takes to make 20 grand per month, and I might fall short. But my goal is so high now, and even if I fall short, I'm still going to be content with it. But I know that there's a lot of room for me to actually improve. And the reason why I set this goal so high is because I've seen people on social media go from zero to six figures in 6 months. So you know what? Let's say 100k per month in the next 6 months. Monthly recurring revenue. And yeah, I know this video is going to be shorter than usual, but the quote that I want to leave you guys with is: the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today.